Okay, today we are going to talk about the brachial plexus. The brachial plexus is defined as dividing, rejoining, and intertwining of nerves into a complex communication network. The breakdown of brachial plexus, it consists of 5 nerve roots, 3 trunks, 3 divisions, 3 cords, and 5 peripheral nerves. The first nerve root is C5 sensory pattern. Okay. The sensory pattern is where you're going to test deep, superficial feeling, hot and cold feeling, and also soft or hard. Okay, so you're going to test along the lateral elbow, also on both sides of the arm and in both positions, both anatomical position and non-anatomical position. Okay, C5, the reflex is the biceps tendon reflex. Make sure you put your thumb over the biceps tendon and hit it with the reflex hammer to see if the biceps has a reflex. The sensory is the axillary patch, which is right in that elbow area where we showed you the sensory pattern, and the motor is shoulder abduction. This is a picture showing where the biceps tendon reflex, where your thumb needs to be placed on the biceps tendon, and where the hammer needs to hit. Okay, the C6 sensory pattern runs down the middle of the arm, also in anatomical position, also into the finger, the thumb and the first finger on both sides of the hand. C6 has the reflex of brachial radialis. This one you do not have to use your thumb for, you just use the reflex hammer, and you're going to hit that brachial radialis and the wrist should pop up. The sensory is lateral forearm, and motor is elbow flexion with wrist extension. Brachial radialis, this is the picture that shows right where that brachial radialis runs and where you need to hit it with the reflex hammer. C7 sensory pattern is down into the middle of the hand and into the third and second finger. Also, on the other side of the hand, it goes down the middle of the forearm into the middle of the hand, also into that second and third finger. The C7 reflex is the triceps tendon, and this one you also do not have to use your thumb, and you hit right on that triceps tendon to watch the forearm and the hand go out. Sensation is in the middle finger, and the motor is elbow extension, finger extension, and wrist flexion. Here's where you need to hit with the reflex hammer, right over that triceps tendon. The C8 sensory pattern is on the medial aspect of the hand and forearm, and also on the opposite side of the hand in the fourth and third fingers. C8 has no reflex. The sensation is medial hand and forearm, and motor is finger flexion. The T1 sensory pattern is on the medial, proximal forearm, as well as elbow. This also does not have a reflex, and its sensory is medial cubital fossa and arm. Motor is finger abduction and adduction. This is the brachial plexus, testing sensory and motor, also reflexes, and you will do this in any neurological testing that you need to do on athletes. Thank you for listening.